Coach Clark, whose team finishes with a 22-8 record. So after Coach Clark's opening statement, we'll open the floor to questions. I ask you please identify yourself and your affiliation for your first question. Coach Clark, for sure.
Okay, first of all, a lot of credit to Mankato. They're a hell of a team. And it was a great basketball game, but give them credit. They made plays down the stretch. Very proud of our guys. We fought. We fought to the very end. We had our opportunities. We had a mishap here or there, but give them credit. They made plays down the stretch.
Coach, talk about how hard it was to have J-Mo on the bench for that last 8 minutes. I'm sure it was pretty key. He's the best rebounder and one of your best scorers. Yeah,
you know, it's just every game has a different flow to it. You know, Jay just wasn't into it for whatever reason. You know, he just we went small. I went small because I thought, okay, we could try and match up with them a little bit because they were driving us and isoing us when we went big. So we went small and we just went with one big, and that's just the way we've done that before this year. And you know, like I said, every game's different. You know, he's a stud. He's a sophomore. He'll be back. He's a heck of a player. He's going to be a hell of a player.
Talk about AJ's performance with your senior. It was fantastic for you in the postseason. Just talk about him, and he made some big plays for you.
Yeah, he didn't want to go home. You know, he didn't want his career to end. You know, I'm very proud of the way he displayed leadership, you know, this whole weekend. You know, he almost gets a triple-double yesterday, and then he made some plays down the stretch, big free throws. You know, that kid's heartbroken because his career is done, but you know what? That shows his character.
And what about Shaq, too? He had some big blocks where he's also assuming he's going to be moving on. He did great things, one of the best shot blockers in the nation. Came up with some big blocks, and a great guy to have in your team last 2 years.
No, we're going to miss Shaq, you know. I wish I had him for another year. I only had him for 1 year, unfortunately. He changes things on the defensive end. He played really big, and they had a hard time getting shots over him. And again, you know, I commend our seniors. You know, I heard a little bit for them, but I told them this is life. They'll move on and recover.
Reggie, you guys had a great game, especially starting. Were you feeling it pretty early, or shots just falling for you?
I was ready. I'm hyped to play this team, you know. Just the energy was there. My shots are falling, so that was good for us.
You feel your teammates feed off you as you get going. You guys got a nice little run there in the first half after about that second media timeout. You had 11 in the first 20, and then they kind of picked it up after that.
Well, everybody else on the team follow up on me, AJ, and Q on the defensive end. So if we get that started, then that's when the team follows us, and that brings momentum to our team.
Talk about the never say die attitude about this team, Reggie. I mean, last year we know what you guys came through to win the RMAC tournament, and today in this raucous crowd, you guys got behind a little bit, but you guys never wavered and made sure you were in for the last seconds.
Well, we showed real heart, you know, throughout the stretch. You know, like Coach said, we had opportunities to win the game, but it didn't fall through.
Talk about your teammates, AJ and Shaq, and what they've meant to you the last couple of years, and big guys that did a lot of things for Metro State basketball.
Well, AJ, I love him like a brother, you know, and I tried to play my heart out for him, you know, just like everybody else on the team, you know. And I don't want to see him go out. Like, it's like we have to all play, like at the beginning of the year, I said, we all got to play like seniors.
Coach, last question from me. Just talk about your team never saying die. They wanted to play to the very last minute. We've seen this last couple of years that, you know, no matter what kind of environment they're in, no matter what time it is playoffs, regular season, they're not going to go down without a fight.
Well, I said this before. You're only going to have one first. This is my first Metro team right here. It'll always have a spot in my heart because, you know, we came in here with 9 guys. No excuses. And I told these guys, nobody cares about your numbers. You got to go out there and play. And, you know, we continued to get better each and every game the whole year, you know. And to me, if you throw out the rebounding, because that's where they really got us on the offensive glass. If you throw that out, you got an even game, you know, and we just fought to the very end, you know, and that's the character of our team. We got a good core coming back, you know, and you know, I'd roll the dice 1,000 times with Reggie Evans shooting those 2 free throws. He's been doing it all year for us. You know, and he will make those free throws. He normally does, you know, but life's cruel sometimes. But you know what? He can't hang his head. He's got to continue to work and get to that next level as a player. But I trust him 1,000,000 times over. If you said pick a guy to shoot the free throws, he's my guy right there. You know, we're going to go down in that ship together. But I'm very proud of this team. You know, they just bought into it, what we were selling, you know, and I told them, you're going to have an opportunity to do something special. And you might not believe it on this day. You know, and we were within this close doing it, you know, and we had some stuff that happened this year that was very special, you know, and these guys just battle. You know, they battle. These are the kind of teams I want to coach.
And Reggie, just talk about the season. You guys had a lot of stuff off the court, on the court, that include injuries, short benches, but you guys had a fantastic season. Just talk about your season this year.
It's a long year, and we're always going to have adversity, you know, throughout the year. But as a team, we just got to push through it, you know, and just move forward and take step by step.
Thanks, John.
All right, thank you.